Hello everyone, myself Priyanka Vijay Kulkarni. In this video, we are going to see about the cell division and the cell cycle. Okay, so cell is what? Cell is a basic unit of life. Okay, your total body is made up of from the different kinds of the cells. So the growth of the cells, the division of the cells is that much also important. Okay, so cell when the one cell divides, then it forms the two different kinds of the cells, or we can call it as a two identical daughter cells. Okay, now the daughter cells are the two new cells which are formed, and these daughter cells are maybe or may not be copying their parents. Okay, now the original cell is known as the parent cells, and the cells which is formed from the that cells is known as the daughter cells. Okay, yes, so this term cell division is also known as the cell reproduction. Okay, so you already know that there are the two kinds of the cells are present, like the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. Okay, prokaryotic means like the bacteria and all that things. Okay, pro means which does not having the nucleus, and eukaryotic means the cells which having the nucleus. Okay, so if you taken up any cells, or if you taken up the one eukaryotic cells, then what types of the cell organelles are present in that? If you take a eukaryotic cells, then the nucleus, it is a main organelles. Inside the nucleus the genetic material is present, right? Then in the cytoplasm of that cells, okay, what is present? Different organelles like the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria, lysosomes, okay, vacuoles. There are the different kinds of the these are organelles are present. Then the cells is surrounded by the plasma membrane. Okay, I think you have all know this small things. Okay, so the cell reproductions or the cell division is very important to produce the new kinds of the cells. Okay, so there are two kinds of the reproductions: asexual reproduction and the sexual reproductions. Okay, for the asexual reproduction, in case of the prokaryotic cells, okay, means the cells which don't having the nucleus, this asexual reproductions or the cell division occurs by means of the binary fission. Binary fission means what? There is a one parent cells, then the cells divided equally to form the two cells. We can call it as a two daughter cells. Okay, yes. And second one is the second asexual reproduction is the mitosis. Okay, so remember one thing, that binary fission occurs in the prokaryotic cells, and the mitosis it occurs in the eukaryotic cells. Okay, so in the eukaryotic cells this mitosis is occurs. It is a process of reproduction. Okay, but in the mitosis, whatever the daughter cells are produced, they are just a genetic copy of their parent cells, or you can call it as a clone of the parent cells. Clone means what? Genetic copy. So these are the genetic copies of the parent cells. Understood? Yes. And the sexual reproduction, in it is happen on, in the eukaryotic cells only, and the process is known as the meiosis. Okay, in the meiosis there is a halving or half chromosome number is goes to their daughter cells. Okay, daughter cells are not same as that of the parent cells. Okay, daughter cells will receive half portion of their parent cells only, and the daughter cells are not genetic copy of their parent. Okay, unlike that of the mitosis. Yes, so here the diagrammatic representations of the binary fission is given. It is happens in the prokaryotic cells, and the small figure of the mitosis is given. Okay, here the blue color one means what? Nucleus is present, nuclear division is occurs, and the two daughter cells will be produced in the mitosis. Whatever the daughter cells, they are the genetic copy of their parents or the clones of their parents. Okay, so Before going to this, that these terms are very important. Packaging of the DNA. Okay, your DNA, you already know that DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, it is a genetic material. It is packed into the nucleus of the cells. Okay, yes, this DNA, it is present in a totally condensed form. Condensed means complex. Okay, condensed means complex form. Yes, and it is present in a totally condensed form, which is several times so as to fit it inside the nucleus. Okay, yes. So DNA, it is condensed into the form of chromatin, and chromatin, it is condensed into the form of chromosome. Okay, so chromosome, it is a most condensed form of the DNA, you can say like this. Yes, so your DNA, it is tightly packed into the chromatin, and the chromatin is tightly packed into the chromosome. So this is the structure of chromosome. You can see here there are the two arms. P arms mean PT arm. PT arms means the small. Okay, and Q arm, it is a big arm. Okay, so here you can see there are the two different arm, two sister chromatids. One is shown in the blue color, another one is the light green color, you can see. Okay, so this is called as the two chromatids. Okay, two chromatids means two sister chromatids are there. These two sister chromatids are joined together by means of the centromere. Okay, centromere, it is a central position. Okay, and at that centromere there is a one protein is present. You can call it as a kinetochore protein. These proteins are very helpful during this mitosis or meiosis process. Okay, then yes, at the end of this chromosome, it is known as the telomere. Yes, here you can see the DNA. First of all, the DNA, it is okay, it is compact structure as a nucleosome. Okay, nucleosome means beads in a string structure, means what, like the necklace of the girls. Okay, yes, so it look like that, that's why it is known as the beads on a string model. Means here the non DNA material like the histone proteins are comes and binds to this DNA. This DNA will get wrapped around this histone protein. Okay, so means what, the DNA will get compact. Okay, further this nucleosome model is again condensed or again complexed into the chromatin fiber. Further this chromatin fiber, it again complexed into the form of chromosomes. So you can say that the chromosome, it is a most complex form of the or most condensed form of the DNA. Next we will go for the cell cycle. So this cell cycle, it is a very important. Cell cycle means what, it is a series of event or the sequence of the event, okay, through which the cell will reproduced. Okay, it is known as the cell cycle. Series of the event or the sequence of the event through which cell will reproduced, it is known as the cell cycle. So cell cycle, it involves the four different kinds of the phases. Okay, there are the two growth or the gap phases. One is the S phase, means the synthesis phase, and another one is the M phase. M phase means the mitosis phase. Okay, so there are the two growth phases, G1 and the G2, or you can call it as a gap phase. One is the S phase. During the S phase, your DNA will get replicate. Okay, that's why it is known as S phase or synthesis phase. And finally there is a M phase. M phase means the mitosis phase. In this phase the actual cell division is occurs. Okay, and the order of these phases are like G1, S, G2 and M phase. So here the diagrammatic representations of the cell cycle is given. G1, S and G2, these three phases are collectively known as the interphase. Interphase, it is a totally longest phase. Okay, and the M phase, it is a mitotic phase. It takes only 1 hour to complete. Okay, shortest phase. And actually in the M phase the total division of the cell is occurs. Okay, now in G1 phase what happened, G1 means yes, first growth phase or the first gap phase, okay, gap 1 phase. So in the G1 phase, first of all, the cell will survey for the environment, okay. If the environment is suitable for that cell to divide, then only that cell will enter into the cell cycle. And if the environment is not suitable for the cell to divide, then that cell will undergoes the G0 phase, or you can call it as a resting phase or the quiescent phase, okay. In that G0 phase, that cell will undergo all the metabolic functions, okay, means all the metabolic functions of the cell will carry on, but with the slow rate, okay, and the cell division will get stopped in the G0 phase. And at that phase also, the cell will survey for the better environment. When that cell will get the better environment, then that cell will decide to enter into the cell cycle, okay. Once the cell will enter into the cell cycle start with the G1 phase, okay. So in the G1 phase, what happen, actually growth of that cell is occur, means doubling the mass of the cell is occurs, okay. And the normal metabolic processes of that cell is also occurs in the G1 phase. And also the enzymes and the proteins which are required for the replication of the DNA of that cell is produced in the G1 phase only, okay. Yes, then in the S phase, or you can say as a DNA replication phase, the actual replications of the DNA is occurs, okay. It take nearby 8 hours, okay, to complete. Then next phase is the G2 phase. G2 phase, you can call it as a growth phase 2 or gap phase 2, okay. So here you can see all the energy and all the nutrition of the cell is totally lost in the G1 and the S phase, okay. In the G1 phase, for the productions of the enzymes and the protein required for the S phase, and in the S phase for the replication purpose, okay, all the nutrition is lost. So in the G2 phase, you can call it as a regeneration phase, okay, means here the nutrition and the energy will be regenerate, and the enzymes and the proteins which are required for the mitotic division, it is produced in the G2 phase, okay. Then the M phase means what, mitotic phase. So remember one thing, in the M phase there is a no another any work is happen, just only cell is divide, means the total energy is concentrated on the division of the cells. There is a nothing another work is happen during this M phase, okay. And G1 S and G2 collectively known as the enter phase, it is a longest phase, okay. So basically in case of the human, to complete this total one cycle, we will require the 24 hour, okay, for the one cell. And if you are going for the yeast cell, to complete this total cycle, it will take only 30 minutes, okay. So it is different for the different types of the organisms. So stages of the cell cycles, the same things which I explained, which I explained right now, they are written over here, okay. Yes, S phase means synthesis, G2 means growth phase, M phase means what? It is called as the mitotic phase or cell division phase, in which the parent cells divide into the two daughter cells, okay. Each daughter cells has the same number of chromosome as that of the parent cells. What I told you, in the mitosis, the daughter cells which are produced, that are the genetic copy of their parents, okay. So if their parent has a 46 number of the chromosome, then the each daughter cell will also have the 46 number of the chromosome. Yes, for example, yes, if the parent cell has the 8 chromosome, then the each daughter cells also has the 8 chromosomes. The G1S and G2 phase togetherly grouped and called as enter phase, it is the longest phase. Yes, this is all about the cell cycle. Now what is mean by the centrosomes? It is a one type of the cell organelle, okay. It is one type of the cell organelle which is produced by the cells in the G2 phase of the cell cycle. So in the G2 phase, you can write down, cell will produce the centrosomes. It is a one type of the organelles which very helpful in the mitosis process. Okay, there are the two centrosomes are produced by one cells and each at the one end of the cell. So one cell will produce the two centrosomes and these two centrosomes are present at the ends of the cells. So one centrosome has the two centrioles which produces the fibers that pull the chromosome during the mitosis. Hence each cell has the two centrosomes and each centrosome has the two centrioles. Okay, very easy to understand that it is a cell organelle. It will produced in the G2 phase. One cell will produce the true centrosome. Okay, and these two centrosomes are present at the two end. One centrosome, each centrosome will produce the two centrioles, and the functions of these centrosomes or centriole is just binding to the chromosome, just bind to the centromere of the chromosome. It is the basic functions of the centrosomes. So here you can see the figure. Okay, this is a one centrosome present at the one end of the cells and each centrosome has the two centrioles. Its function is binds to the fibers or the microtubules. Okay, it is a motor protein which binds to the your chromosome during the mitosis process. Okay, so this is all about the cell cycle. In next lecture we will see what is meant by the mitosis. Thank you.